broke his windshield.
Patrick!
Dad, it's Sketchy County Sheriff's Office. Can you hear us?
As the sun dips below the horizon on May 10th, 2025, deputies descend on an abandoned truck parked in the remote hills above Challis, Idaho. There's no sign of the truck's owner, only his dog, Ryder, left in the front seat.
He's messed himself.
Yeah, I believe it. Hi, buddy.
Would he leave his dog?
No, I don't think so.
47-year-old Patrick Shelton was reported missing earlier that day.
Is there any reason to think he's in danger?
No.
Beyond, like, hey, it's just, this is unusual.
Just unusual, yes.
Okay.
And at first, there's no sign of him. But this is a small, close-knit community, and when they pull together, a trail of evidence begins to emerge. And it points to one person.
You can pick your friends, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
The truth of what happened to Patrick is darker and more disturbing than anyone in this town could have imagined.
What did he say he tried to do to him?
Said he was going to dismember him, and I said, you might want to reconsider that.
You can't keep a secret in a small town.
Here on the Decoder, we've gone through hours of police body cam footage, detailing every crucial minute in the missing person search and eventual murder investigation of Patrick Shelton. Challis, Idaho, a tiny town nestled in the mountains. It's right on the edge of the Frank Church River of No Return Wilderness, the largest contiguous wilderness in the U.S. outside of Alaska. As a result, disappearances aren't exactly unheard of. Whitewater rafting in the Salmon River is notoriously perilous, and it's named the River of No Return for a reason. And hikers in the hills can run into dangerous animals or get lost and wind up dying of exposure. So when the residents of Challis are worrying about safety, it's the environment and the elements that concern them, not a violent crime. But in May 2025, that same River of No Return becomes the hiding place of a dark, dark secret.
Who are you? So what are you coming out here for?
Excuse me for if I got you excited.
A woman walks into the Custer County Sheriff's Office to make a missing persons report.
Do you know what he was wearing last when he left?
Pair of boots, blue jeans, and I think it was a dark t-shirt and baseball cap, and he's got a little pug rider that is with him everywhere.
And who is he to you? Is this your son, who is Patrick to
Just
you?
one of my dear kids that I've taken under my wing.
Okay, so not biological.
No, and I have his phone number, but he hasn't answered, so.
Okay, yeah, if we could collect that. And you said the last time you saw him was Tuesday night. Was that at your residence? Or where was that you saw him
He
last?
came to my house.
Today is Saturday. Patrick Shelton hasn't been seen in 5 days. And while this isn't totally unusual, his adoptive mother, Helen, is concerned she hasn't been able to get in contact with him at all.
Does this picture resemble what he looks like right now?
His beard is a little fuller, and his hair is better shape than that, but
Okay.
yeah, blue eyes.
Okay. Is that maybe the best picture you have right now of him?
Yeah.
And he was supposed to be back Wednesday morning.
Wednesday, sometime told me to see me tomorrow. That's what
Okay.
he said.
But he never showed. He doesn't have a fixed address in Challis, but he's a regular fixture of the town, a place where everybody knows everybody. He's made friends, and he's also pissed people off, parking his motorhome on their land. And he spends most of his time up in the foothills, cutting firewood to sell. Helen's concerned he could have had some misadventure up there.
So we'll go see if we can find him, at least locate his camp and see if it's been recently used or not, if he's not there.
Yeah.
So past the ghost town, but obviously before the lakes.
Before the lakes, yeah.
Do we know what he's driving?
2001 red Dodge.
Yep.
No front bumper.
No front bumper.
Got a black rack on the back.
Yep, his logging truck.
Okay.
What he hauled firewood with, yes.
Yep.
But there's one other person who might be able to tell them if he made it up to the hills in the first place.
Went to Alan Bruce's. Alan Bruce saw him when he got there, but we don't know yet She doesn't know when he left Alan Bruce's.
Okay.
She hasn't seen him.
Okay.
I remember you mentioned something about when you talked about him going to Alan Bruce's. It seemed like you said something to where they had some conflict recently. They have.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know why he went there?
He was supposed to go move his motorhomes, and when he got out there, Alan had moved them with the bulldozer.
Okay.
Not good.
Okay.
Probably screwed up the transmissions, and I don't know. I try not to get in the middle of this.
Alan Bruce is another local man. 70 years old, he lives on a rural plot on the outskirts of town. And his skirmish with Patrick isn't the first of its kind. He's been involved in property disputes before, including a memorable claim of arson last year. If he damaged Patrick's property, maybe Patrick was upset enough about it that he left town. 5:25 p.m. Deputies arrive on Alan's property.
Hey, Alan. How's it going? One thing after another? That seems to be the way it is. Shoot, I'm kind of doing two jobs myself, ranching, and it's one thing after another for me too. Hey, I was just coming to chat with you. We had a report that no one knows where Pat is right now.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay. And I just wanted to touch bases with you because I know you got the stuff off your property, but he was going to come by to pick it up, right?
Yeah,
Did you ever see him on that?
I did.
Okay.
They came by here. He was unhappy, very unhappy.
Okay, but it was just all kind of verbal argument or something, or
Yeah.
he's just, okay. And he went and got his stuff then, or?
Well, he still has some stuff here, and he said he wanted to go cut some wood. He needs some money,
Oh, okay.
so he's probably out somewhere out there. Maybe broke down. I don't know.
News travels fast in this kind of town. Alan already knew Patrick was missing before the deputies arrived.
Because we based off of what people have told us, we just put a missing person out right now just so we can try to locate them, you know.
Did.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just trying to create a timeline so I know who last saw him. So when was that he showed up here?
2 nights ago.
According to Alan, Patrick was still around town on Thursday night when they had the argument about his property.
Does he still have stuff here then?
He does.
Oh,
They
okay.
get it all out.
Oh, okay.
Like that shed, that wooden shed is his.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
And the tires in it, and that. And you can see there's a pickup rack just over that Ford.
Oh, just the steel there
Yeah, the
poking
steel-
up?
steel
Oh,
that's
okay.
his.
So he got some of it though?
Yeah,
Do you know where he was taking it to?
taking down his motorhomes.
Oh, where is motorhomes?
Right here, you walk over here and you see.
Okay. Oh, there. Okay. So you said you saw him Thursday night, and then he went up to go get wood.
Right.
Okay. Do you know where he goes to get wood, or?
Well, actually, his truck had a problem. We worked out a trade on the end road for a boat trailer he wanted really bad, and he left his truck here Friday all day, and
Okay.
came and got it Friday evening and went to cut wood.
Now, Alan's story changes.
A little work on his truck. He's out here Friday, and then Friday night he took off.
Right. So last night.
Yeah.
Okay. So did he stay here last night, or?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. And he didn't tell you where he was going to get the wood?
Hold on.
Okay.
Thursday night he left here, not last night.
Okay. So yesterday he wasn't here. It was Thursday night then.
Right.
Did he tell you where he was going other than the wood?
No.
Okay.
There's tension in his body language here. Maybe he's concerned for a missing acquaintance, even one he was fighting with. Or maybe there's something he's not saying.
So Thursday night, just trying to think. So you may be the last person that saw him because he would have then gone up there that night potentially?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The deputies walk around the property. Without a search warrant, they can't go inside any of the vehicles parked around the plot. But one thing's clear. Patrick's red Dodge isn't here.
You recognize any of this stuff? Is this his stuff?
This is Pat's stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are these your footprints?
No?
Take a photo of those. That's just open.
Yeah, that one looks open. That looks, I think it looks cut or broken.
This isn't, unless there's that red hole.
Well, I imagine the bolt was there.
Right. Well, I mean,
Or the...
if that is a deadbolt, but you know that's an additional.
I'm assuming Alan had to access it to put it in neutral, which technically you could be looking at unlawful entry.
But Alan's property crimes don't explain where Patrick's gone. The deputies flag down a passing neighbor.
I'm kind of curious, because you live right down here. Do you keep track of what goes on around here?
Not really.
No?
I knew his other truck, the red one.
Yeah.
Red Dodge.
Yep.
Like it could be 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. He'd come up through here.
Patrick would come home from the mountains at odd hours of the night. And if he's only been gone for a day or two, maybe there's still time for him to do the same tonight. But the deputies have got a sinking feeling. They don't think he will. 7:45 p.m. They follow the trail up into the hills where he was known to take his truck.
So these tracks, I don't know if we're going to get better ones, but
So there was a set that flowed in here, whether that's his or, let me check the road real quick. Remind me when we get back to look up weather patterns starting, Tuesday.
Following the tracks, finally they have a breakthrough.
I can see the top of his truck. Oh, the roof rack.
His windshield.
Pat doesn't answer.
Is his chainsaw in the back?
No.
dog's in the seat.
Alive?
What was the dog's name?
Ryder.
Ryder, buddy. Ryder.
Pat, can you hear us? Do a 360 around the truck, looking for drag, blood, anything.
The deputy radios back down to the sheriff's office in the town below them.
Okay, so we're at the vehicle. He is not. His dog is in the truck. So we're gonna need somebody to take the dog if we can't locate him tonight, but that's secondary. We've called out to him, seeing if he would call back. We've got no response. I don't see any evidence of struggle or anything like that. We're still conducting our investigation on that. But his chainsaw's not in the truck, so I'm wondering if he may have gone down with it. I need you to get a hold of the boss and see about a possible search and rescue from this location, and or maybe in the morning. But we kind of want his thoughts and feelings on it. We're not going to be able to cover enough ground with the three of us to really make a difference unless he's just down in a copse somewhere.
With the sun setting, night is drawing in, and their window for a search is rapidly closing.
His chainsaw's not here. He always has his chainsaw. I'm thinking so.
But Patrick also rarely lets Ryder leave his side.
I was talking to somebody mentioning that, like, he takes it everywhere with him. It's pretty unusual that it's sitting in the truck.
The dog also seems to have picked up a scent.
I kind of want to walk down there and see if his behavior still points that way.
Right. Let's walk him.
Come on. Show us. Show us, buddy. Where are we going, dude?
But Ryder ends up leading them in circles. He can't work out where his owner is either. And in the remote hills at twilight, every sound has the deputies on edge.
Did you hear that?
Negative.
Sounded almost like a chainsaw trying to start.
What direction?
From the front of the truck, just a little bit. If you're facing away from the truck, just a little bit to the right.
We oughta. Nope. On the windshield.
In case he comes back and finds his dog gone.
Yeah.
Why would you be using a chainsaw this late at night, though?
You wouldn't?
Yeah.
He hasn't been running it
No.
all day.
Would that travel farther than a voice? Why would he use that to try and communicate, though? I don't like the idea of waiting till morning now.
But at a certain point, they have no choice. It's almost pitch dark. The deputies cut short the search until the morning, but they remain on guard duty in the surrounding area. 11:12 p.m. Deputy Mike is patrolling by the bank of the Salmon River when he spots someone behaving suspiciously.
Who are you? Well, there weren't a lot of lights until you started spotlighting me. Stop right there. Just go ahead and stop right there. So what are you coming out here for?
That guy there, Patrick Shelton, that's his stuff. I'm kind of looking after a little bit.
It's Alan Bruce.
So what are you doing? You're just keeping an eye on
Patrick Shelton's ship.
Okay.
Got a little thieving problem going on down here, and I just want to make sure you weren't that guy's.
You having a little what problem?
Thieving.
What?
Thievery.
Thievery. Okay.
He keeps looking over his shoulder back at the river.
Excuse me for if I got you excited.
All right.
He walks off into the night, leaving the deputy to wonder what he was really doing there. May 11th, 2025, 5 p.m. Another local witness shows up at the sheriff's office. It's Patrick's daughter, and she's been looking around for any sign of him, and she thinks she's found one.
It's just things that he would have had in the back of his truck that would have blown out in that time frame. Also, right in that same area on the side of the road, I saw a letter. So I stopped because I do the mail, so it caught my eye, and so we stopped, and inside there was a piece of mail, and it's Alan Bruce's with his address and everything on it.
She found some pieces of trash that had fallen out of Patrick's truck near that spot in the hills where the cops found it last night, and that trash was linked to Alan's legal name. That same evening, the crime scene unit goes up there to comb through the evidence and bring the truck back down to town. Inside the truck, they find another letter with Alan Bruce's name on it, alongside chillingly dark red stains and possible brain matter all over the interior. If something happened to Patrick up here, it's looking increasingly like it wasn't an accident.
It's been sitting.
It's been sitting for a hot minute.
Well, that rain.
The rain will sink it.
Well, no, that's not new growth underneath.
No.
I think there's a calculation you can do based on the amount of rain and how much it's sank.
The Dodge has been there for several days at least, and with Alan the last one to see him on Thursday or Friday, the cops' suspicions are mounting. So the next day they come back to Alan's property with a search warrant. May 12, 2025, 11:29 a.m.
Hey, Alan. How's it going? Hopefully your day's a little better than when I last ran into you. You said everything was, well, your truck's still broken down, I guess, so maybe that's not the case. You can just hop in the front there.
The officer takes him back to the station so they can search without interference. In the car, he's pretty talkative.
I hope he turns up. He's got unfinished business.
Yeah, he's still got stuff on your property too to get off too, huh? So, I mean, y'all were getting along for a while there, but then, what happened there even? He just started accusing you of stuff, or?
Yeah. All of a sudden it was, you've been in my trailer.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the cops are searching that same trailer.
Sheriff's office, anybody in the RV? I'm opening the door. Sheriff's office, anybody in here? Rifle case, no rifle.
Interesting.
Patrick was known to keep a firearm with him, but just like his chainsaw, that firearm is nowhere to be found. It's a tough search. There's a lot of stuff on Alan's land. Some of it Patrick's, some of it not, and it's hard to tell the difference. With all the work Alan's been doing on it, It's also hard to distinguish a crime scene.
Some stinks.
Oh, it stinks bad.
Yeah, this is the only spot that looks fresh that I've seen. Fresh dug.
Yeah, this is where Jared described he was raking, was right here. Do we want to call out the cadaver dog? Craig was asking if we want that out here.
Go ahead and do it while we're here. We've got it cleared. It might be the best way to get something to hold him for now.
The cadaver dog shows up just a few minutes later.
Did she go in here?
I'll see why not.
Yeah, because it's going to get searched.
Okay.
And the dog seems particularly interested in a set of burn barrels on the property.
I'm rolling. Cleaned out.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
No,
we got our window.
In a burn box.
Ah.
We'll have to carefully lay that out and see if we can see like a bullet hole or something.
Down the window, latex gloves.
Latex gloves, windows.
Inside the barrel, they find broken glass from a car window, consistent with the impact of a bullet, latex gloves, and a vacuum cleaner filter holding traces of blood. And in the other barrels, it just gets worse. Night vision binoculars, Patrick's blood-stained baseball cap, and human bone fragments. This remote plot of land is now turning into a murder scene. And these burn barrels have been in the background of the body cam footage to this point. Their chilling contents have just been hiding in plain sight. But there's another twist in the tale. While the deputies have been searching Alan's land, his brother Brian has called the sheriff's office saying he knows Patrick too.
Okay, so when's the last time you texted him then? Anytime recently or?
Yeah. You know, I texted him about a week ago and told him I drug his crap off my brother's lot. Because my brother's been asking him to get the hell out of there for about 2 months. Just remember, you f with me, you f with all of us, you'll lose. Best thing for you to do is pack up and leave Custer County and don't come back.
According to Brian, the situation had escalated way beyond what Alan's been saying.
That's what, you know, because he said Pat's threatened him and waved a big-ass gun at him. So,
okay.
He's expressed some fear to me.
This puts a totally new spin on things. And just a few hours later, Brian shows up at Alan's place looking to talk to the detectives.
I'm Alan's brother.
Okay, I'm Sergeant Tuttle with the state police. So obviously your brother got himself in a lot of trouble.
That's what it sounds like.
Some of the questions we are trying to figure out is where he got the gun and what he did with that gun.
I don't know where he got the gun from initially.
Okay.
I took the gun for collateral against a loan that I gave him.
Okay.
And it was probably about a week ago. He said that Shelton was threatening his life, waving a gun at him.
Okay.
And he felt afraid for his life and he wanted his gun back. So, like a dumb shit, I gave him his gun back. Then it was sometime last week I saw Shelton's truck in here.
Okay.
And what I done know, when my brother had moved the stuff just to try to get the pressure off of my brother, I text Shelton and I told him, hey, I moved your crap off of my brother's lot.
Okay.
You know, and so then he texted me back when he got to town going, I got a beef with you, you know. I told him, well, bring it, you know. You know, I was just trying to keep my brother from being, you know, I mean, Shelton's a drunk and a dope fiend.
Okay.
You know, it's like every time I seen him down here, he was either drinking or spun up on meth, you know, and just going nonstop. You know, I almost always had a bottle of hooch,
You know, so I figured, well, the guy's kind of a madcap, and maybe if I could redirect his energy towards me, you know, I mean, I have nothing to fear, you know.
Brian paints a very negative picture of Patrick, not just shiftless and argumentative, but dangerous too. And to some degree, the text messages bear this out, showing an escalating feud. But there's only one person missing right now, and it's not Alan.
One of the things I'm trying to wrap my head around is what your brother told me. I'm like, how did he do that by himself? He's not a very big guy. Like, how would he move things around without somebody helping him?
Who?
Your brother. Like, if he, let's just say that if he shot Shelton and took him somewhere and dumped his body, who would he call to help him?
I have no clue. I mean, he wouldn't call me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Does he have good friends that...
Not that I know
obviously
of.
Your brother's
not going
to tell us shit about who helped him.
Brian doesn't reject the possibility that his brother killed Patrick.
I don't know. I don't know what he's capable of, you know, I mean...
Right.
Coming from family, that's the most damning thing of all. So the detectives confront Alan with the evidence, bringing him back to the crime scene to do it. He gets to sit there and watch as they go over his property with a fine-tooth comb, finding everything he's been trying to cover up.
Got a cadaver dog hitting on other spots on the property that have bone fragments, and the only thing that dog is treating to hit on is dead humans, which tells me those bones are probably human. I'm not an anthropologist. I don't know. You know, there was only 2 people here that night, you and him, right? There's nobody else that I can talk to. Can't find him, so it just makes me, like I said, I'm just going to ask you straight up, man to man. I mean, if you didn't do it and somebody else did, can you point me in the right direction?
I can't do that. I don't know anybody else is out here.
He knows that he's the only suspect, but he's still not breaking. Yet.
So we're still going to continue to investigate this case with your help or without your help. We're still going to dig through.
I mean, there's still some things that like concern me, like, and I don't know if you were asking about like who drove the truck up in the mountains.
Nobody drove it. I told you up there.
There, an admission of something.
What'd you do with the dog?
Left it in the truck. I was in the dispatch, but I didn't want to kill it.
I mean, we're in a rock and a hard place right now, right? It's where we've been all day. It's where we're going to continue to be until we can completely wrap this up and figure out what the hell actually happened.
Well, dude, come on. Did you burn a body? Come on.
Yeah, I did.
And you didn't tell anybody. So, like, look at it from our point of view. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we're just, look, we got to try to find those guns. You know, we do the right thing for Patrick's family. You know what I mean? We got to try to find that body. You know, we got to do the right thing for his family.
There is no body found. He was reduced down to nothing. Nothing.
Did you chop him up?
No, I threw him in a burn barrel with a bunch of wood underneath him. Yeah, I chopped him up. I did. I chopped him up.
Like, did you? I mean, because you can take a shoulder off with a sharp knife, pretty easy. Like,
I took the chainsaw to him.
Okay, where's the chainsaw?
It's gone. It's gone.
Did you throw it in the river?
I got rid of it. I burned it. You might find it in that burn barrel. Yeah, there was nothing left in him. No bones, no nothing.
Okay.
Maybe you find some keys, a keychain or a wallet chain or something like that, but these ashes, nothing.
So where did you chainsaw him at?
I was back there.
In the space of only a few minutes, Alan's gone from denying the whole thing to admitting it plain as day. He murdered Patrick, cut up his body, and burned the remains.
I tried to hide it and get away with it.
Yeah. And like I said, we're just trying to, you know, get some closure for his family and present the picture so that everybody understands why you did what you did.
He said, you better pull the trigger. Mother come up with the gun. At that point.
Totally surprising the detectives, Alan's claiming self-defense, which fits with what his brother said, suggesting maybe he's been planting the seeds for this for a while. The self-defense claim certainly doesn't square with what he did to Patrick's body afterwards. He's arrested and charged with first-degree murder, alongside destruction of evidence, failure to report death to law enforcement, and unlawful possession of a firearm. The community's shaken by this horrible crime.
I am standing outside the Custer County Sheriff's Office in Challis, where they tell me they are unable to answer my questions at this time. Locals tell me Alan Douglas Bruce has a reputation in this town of being a public nuisance and is not well liked in his community. Everyone I spoke with were weary to go on camera.
That Pat was a far cry from a good man, but he didn't need to be shot by Alan Bruce.
Meanwhile, the detectives set about proving it wasn't self-defense. They talked to one of Alan's former employers.
I had been living out at this place, and one day he told me that he was gonna kill Pat, and I'm like, nah, you shouldn't do that. And but then one day, the next time he came by, he said he was gonna do something and showed me a pistol, and I just didn't really think he was serious, and heard that had happened.
Another known associate also explains Alan's violent history from when he lived in California.
Went and purchased 22 shells and gave them to a minor, which in California, I think that was illegal for whatever reasons. He violated on that. He violated testing dirty before. But what I guess the straw that broke the camel's back, and it's on public record in California, is that his final violation was he got charged with, I believe it was assault with a deadly weapon. I think he pulled a gun on somebody down there.
Yeah.
So, and then, his ex-wife, or deceased wife now, she told me that when Alan was living up at Alta, California, up there where he had some equipment up there, and she said he was afraid he was going to kill somebody because he's out there in the middle of the night firing rifle shots at people that he suspects are out there stealing his equipment, So, has never been afraid to use a gun,
Prosecutors also want to find evidence of Alan's cover-up of the crime, the missing guns, as well as any remaining body parts. In July, they contact one of his known associates.
We have information that Mr. Alan Bruce, do you know Alan Bruce?
I do know Alan.
Okay, we have information that Alan gave you a couple of firearms sometime in mid-May.
He did.
Okay, do you still have those firearms?
I do.
You do. Okay, I have a warrant. All I want is those two firearms. You tell me where they're at. Hold on.
One is hanging up in the hallway.
Okay.
In a gun rack.
Okay.
And another one is when you open up the door, there's a cabinet there. It's top drawer.
The deputies fetch the guns, no problem.
Remember when when Alan brought those guns and stuff over to you?
I believe it was a Sunday or Saturday, a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
A Sunday or a Saturday a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Back about the middle of May? Okay. Did he tell you where he'd gotten them from?
He told me where he had gotten the pistol from.
Okay. Where did he get the pistol from?
What did he tell you about it?
He told me that him and Pep were having another argument. Now, it can be a little dramatic, I thought.
Okay.
Anyway, so he said, yep. I told him to get off the property. I was going to shoot him, and he pointed between his eyes and said, "Well, take your best shot." And so I did. And I'm going, well, that doesn't sound good. I hope it works out for you. I didn't realize that he was actually telling what actually happened.
So what did he tell you to do with those guns? Just said hold on to them, or what did he ask you to do?
He said hold on to them till somebody comes and asks for them.
Whether that means an accomplice or something else, the detectives can't be sure. It's just another sinister layer to an already sinister case, and there's more to come. The detectives think back to that first night, May 10th, when Deputy Mike ran into Alan by the river. What was he really doing out there so late at night? On July 15th, a team of divers searches that spot of the Salmon River. They don't find anything, but 5 days later, a local fisherman dredges up something suspicious. It's another burn barrel. It's long since been washed clean by the river, but Allen admits it might be his, and that it once contained the dismembered body parts of Patrick Shelton. Allen's full confession includes the admission that he damaged Patrick's motorhome when moving it, and he knew that Patrick would come back for revenge.
How long has it been since he hit his truck until you're hiding over there waiting?
This is 10 o'clock at midnight.
Okay.
He's waiting there. I got night vision.
Okay.
I got binoculars. I'm watching. He's sitting in his truck and waiting for me to come out and show myself. He doesn't know I'm here or not.
Allen was lying in wait.
I stepped out with the gun. You want some of this? He goes, you better pull the trigger, mother. And he comes up with that 45. When that 45 come up, it was near him.
Okay.
That's the way it went down.
But Allen put himself in that situation, even if it is true, and he mutilated Patrick's body afterwards. In their chat history, Patrick texted Allen on May 4th, saying, "Make your peace." That does sound like a threat, but Allen's response was, "Never be at my place after dark, or else." And that's a threat too.
This is going to sound like a dumb question, but why did you call the cops?
Because I figured you shut off the shovel out here and maybe it'll just go away.
But it didn't go away. Allen pleads guilty to second-degree murder and destruction of evidence. But a few weeks later, his sentencing hearing doesn't go so smoothly.
Client would like to withdraw his plea so I apologize to the court. I didn't have time to prepare and file a motion.
The request is denied. The court proceeds with the sentencing hearing, and one of Patrick's daughters gets up to speak.
And then Alan Bruce, the man who murdered my father, sends a letter to my sister saying that he's done us all a favor by dismembering him and destroying what was left. Saying that we probably couldn't have afforded a funeral anyways if there had been a body to bury. So at least he saved us a quick buck. It's disgusting and pathetic, and it reveals a person who shows no remorse for what he's done and the people he's hurt. It exposes the ugliest a person can be.
This letter was 18 pages long, and there was no remorse in it. In fact, Allen remains defiant throughout the hearing.
All I can say is that I observed Patrick Shelton hunting me down with a revolver in his hand that night before he got in his truck to go down to his place.
This does not convince the judge.
Sentencing you pursuant to the plea agreement to a 20-year term of incarceration with the Idaho Department of Corrections. 10 years of that sentence would be a fixed term before you're eligible for parole, and then an additional 10-year indeterminate period to follow should the parole board deem it appropriate to consider you as a candidate for parole.
Already 70 at the time of his hearing, he'll be 80 by the time he's eligible for parole. But it does raise the question, with his extensive criminal history and the river of no return right on his doorstep, what other secrets might remain buried in his past? Patrick's body was never found. What do you think about this chilling story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe, keep up with our channel, and we'll see you very soon on The Decoder.